The park was supposed to be empty at this hour, except for those rusted swings creaking in the wind, and that once flickering streetlight that cast everything in sickly yellow. But there he was, sitting on the picnic table under the pavilion, completely focused on whatever he was doing with his hands. At first, I thought he was dealing drugs. The way he kept checking over his shoulder nervously screamed illegal activity. But as I got closer, I realized he was whisking something in a small bowl. He looked up and our eyes met. Most people would have been embarrassed, caught doing weird stuff in public. Not this guy, though. He beamed like he reconciled with an old friend from school.
Perfect timing, he clapped. I was just about to begin the ceremony.
Everything in my gut told me to keep walking, but he seemed harmless enough. A middle-aged weirdo, sporting a cardigan that almost every American dad donned to church. Ceremony? I asked, stepping closer.
The matcha ceremony. It requires 2 people or it brings terrible luck.
He gestured to the empty bench across from him.
Please, I've been waiting so long for someone to share this with.
I don't know, man. I should really get home. His smile faltered, and desperation flickered across his face.
Please? You don't understand. I can't do this alone. The ceremony has to be shared or she won't forgive me.
She? I glanced around the empty park, but we were completely alone.
A small cup of matcha,
he pleaded.
That's all I need.
I didn't want to be rude. Besides, he looked fragile and really in need of some company. I joined him. The bench was cold and damp, and the air reeked of rust, like wilted petals steeped in metal. He had all the equipment precisely laid out. There was a bamboo whisk, a black ceramic bowl, and even one of those little scoops for measuring powder.
My mom taught me this,
he said, beginning to whisk again.
Every morning for 23 years, we shared matcha together. It was our thing.
Did she pass recently? I asked, trying to be polite.
3 months ago.
His whisking never paused.
Lost to cancer. But she made me promise that I won't stop the ceremony. The tradition must not die with me, Marcus, she said. Those were her last words.
Marcus. Now I had a name to go with the increasingly bad vibes radiating from this guy. He finished whisking and carefully divided the matcha between 2 bowls. The matcha looked too bright, almost glowing. He slid one to me.
Together,
he said, raising his bowl with both hands.
On 3. 1, 2.
I lifted the bowl as well. The steam carried a bitter, earthy smell that reminded me of soil after rain. 3. We both sipped at once. The moment it touched my tongue, my soul shivered. This wasn't matcha. It tasted scorched, like dirt scraped from a fire pit. Grit clung to my teeth while the ham and cheese burger churned in my gut. I spat it out, coughed, and did everything to rid myself of the bitterness coating my mouth like ash. While Marcus burst into manic laughter, the sound ricocheted off the empty. His shoulders convulsed as he doubled over, still clutching his bowl, oblivious to the grit coating his tongue. I stared at him, stunned.
Ugh, what the hell was that?
I demanded, wiping my mouth with my sleeve. Instead of answering, Marcus reached into a duffel bag I hadn't noticed before and pulled out a brass urn, the kind you see at funerals. There was a small plaque on the front that read, "Beloved Mother, Emily."
She wanted to remain part of the ceremony forever,
Marcus said between fits of laughter.
So, I made sure she could, every time I sipped matcha, just like always.
The taste in my mouth suddenly made horrible sense. I lurched to my feet, but my legs felt weak.
Did you put her ashes? What the? Are you insane? I'm devoted,
Marcus shrieked, unscrewing the top of the urn.
23 years we did this together, dude, and now you get to be a part of it too.
He tilted the urn and poured gray ash directly into his mouth, chewing and swallowing like it was candy. Ash spilt down his chin, coating his cardigan in chalky dust. He was making these awful choking sounds, but he kept shoving more handfuls into his mouth.
I miss you, Mommy, so much,
he gasped between mouthfuls. I fumbled for my phone. My hands were shaking so badly I could barely punch 911. Marcus was vomiting now, ash and spit foaming at the corners of his mouth. His eyes had rolled back, showing only whites. 911, what's your emergency?
There's a man in Riverside Park,
I whispered, backing away from the table.
He's eating his mom's ashes. He's choking now. Oh, God, he's...
Marcus suddenly went completely still. For a moment, I thought he was dead. Then, his head snapped up, and he was staring directly at me, with ash-covered teeth bared into a sick grin.
Your turn,
he whispered. I ran immediately, but I could hear him behind me as he chased me toward the street. The cops found him sometime later, unconscious. He'd apparently slipped while holding the urn and cracked his skull on the picnic table. They said he was in a coma, that his brain had swollen from the impact. Lost his mother recently, the officer explained. His neighbors said he'd been acting strange since the funeral. Guess grief affects people differently. I haven't been able to drink tea since that night. Even coffee tastes like ash now. And sometimes, when I'm walking home late from work, I swear I can smell that earthly sweetness in the air. Almost half expecting to see Marcus sitting at that picnic table with his whisk and his bowl and his terrible smile, trying to share his matcha tea. The ceremony requires two, after all.